just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative. Regurgitating the same old every single day without which please watch the first two episodes, the second series. Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Match tomorrow, see how we do. It's not Burnley, thank God. But anyway, see what you think. Do you think Mo Salah should play? Or just be on the bench? Because he was back training today. So what do you think? Are you looking forward to the game? It's a game we must win, you know. It's a game we must win. And do you think that we can win it? Or the way we've been playing? Will that come into the equation? Because I think it will. I think it will, in all honesty. So let me know. And say, big up Frank and chat. How you think? Don't forget to like and subscribe, Reds. I seen you there. I seen you on, I think it was that Irish thing, you know, where they're all invisible. I think I seen you on there too. Commenting. And then you disappeared. I think I commented, if you know what I mean. But there was some good comments actually coming through. And I said that. I said some good comments on here, which were, you know, but they're all invisible. No one, you can't see anyone. You know who's talking, who's debating. Know what I mean? Don't understand that. You know, everybody, like myself or whatever. Know what I mean? Commenting, showing you who I am. It could just be like a little blank thing and just talk. It's the way it is, isn't it? With some people, they just don't want to show the gobs. I just want to thank these people for sponsoring every show that I do. Gap Painting Services. These people are brilliant, honestly. They're fully time served. There's no cowboys within the firm itself. They're fully insured just in case anything goes wrong. If you're an elderly person or persons, you know, couple, if you're an NHS worker, also, you get special discounts. And if you're not one of those, just call them out to give you the price. Don't struggle, especially in this type of weather, you know, cold weather. If you're working on the outside, painting sashes or whatever, just get them in. Tell them to give you the price. And there's no obligation whatsoever. The good lads, great firm. Great firm. Gap Painting Services. And even these lads, you know, a small business at Scarf or a Badge, they open for 2 hours before every game. Before every game, home game that is. I'm sorry. They open for 2 hours. Michael Dean and Michelle, his wife, they look after you. All top quality stuff at great reasonable prices. Just go along there. If you can't make it, go online at scarforabadge.com. That's all you've got to put in. And you'll see all the merchandise. And everything is top quality. Everything. That's at Scarf or a Badge. And here I am, back again. So what do you think tomorrow night, boys? Do you think that we're going to go to Marseille, get a win? Because that's what we need, you know. We need a win. We really need a win to progress to the last eight, top last eight. So we'd be seeded. So we play teams that are below us that we should beat. But if we don't win, then we could have problems in the next round. Really, with top teams. And I suppose loads of you tonight are watching the Arsenal-Inter game. That'll be a good game. Be interesting, won't it, to see how Arsenal do. Remember, we beat Inter, which was a very good score. Beat them. Oh, but yes, it was a last-minute penalty, like dodgy penalty, in my opinion, as well. But, you know, nevertheless, we beat them. And let's see how Inter plays it against Arsenal tonight. As I said, it should be interesting, but I'm more concerned about us, to be honest, because that game at the weekend was shocking. It really was shocking. And it looks like the Sloop man is going to be here till the end of the season. But then again, you never know in football. And do you know what pisses me off? Do you know what pisses me off? I'll tell you now. Do you know when people are saying, you know, get rid of them? Get rid of them. And you get fans, I haven't a fucking clue who these people are, I'm being honest. And they're saying, we're not a sacking club. We're not a sacking club. Well, let me fucking tell you lot, you fucking phonies, we are a sacking club. We are. We got rid of Kenny. We brought Hodgson in. We got rid of Rafa. Remember? We got rid of him. Then we brought in Hodgson. Got rid of him. Then we brought in the Northern Irish fella. Got rid of him. And we're using Edwards, especially Edwards coming back, because he didn't know fucking use. But Edwards coming back and Julian Ward, he walked. Jürgen walked. So don't tell me that we're not a fucking sacking club. We do get rid of them. We do. It's as simple as that. Honestly, you know, when they come out, we're not a sack. It really pisses me off when they say that. We sack managers. We're not as bad as other clubs, if you know what I mean. But we do sack them. And this fella's no exception. And I don't know what pod I was on, and this fella was saying oh, you can't sack him, he's great, you know, he won us the league. And I just went on and I just said, why do people keep fucking saying that? And then another thing is it's transition. There was no need for transition. There was no fucking need for it at all. We won the league. And then all of a sudden we got rid of our presses. Our presses are, or were, Lucho and Darwin. We got rid of them because we like to play slow football. In the end, Now, slow football from the back fucking pisses me off. I'm playing around from Allison. Have you noticed the way Allison lately has been distributing his ball, and they've been fucking terrible. They've been terrible as distribution. And that's fucking play. That's tactics. I'm not saying, to give the ball away. They're not the tactics. But it's the slowness. It's the playing around at the back. From a goal kick, for God's sake. Fuck. And as Youssef says, we're so bad. Absolutely. And Zaz, hiya Zaz. Big up, Frank, where Ibu dropped tomorrow. What's your 11 for tomorrow? You'd have to put Joe Gomez there alongside the other fella. You'd have to put Frimpong at right back. Or, the way Slot plays, he'll put either Jones or Dom Szoboszlai at right back. Weakening midfield. And Kerkez. Because when the other fella came on, Robertson, when he played, he wasn't much. So that's me back four. I'd have Frimpong at right back. Leave the midfield the way it is. Don't be putting any of our midfielders at right back. So who would they have? Midfield, Jones have mentioned, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. And you'd have to put, definitely have to put Maka there. Or just those three. And have Wirtz, but he's going to play Gapco. He keeps fucking playing him for some fucking reason. Ekatike, obviously. I just don't understand it, I really don't understand why he plays Gapco. And it's putting the likes of Wirtz. Wirtz is better on the left, as you know. He's better on the left than Gapco. Do you know what I found out today as well, which... look at that. Just bear with me, people. Jeff. Good evening, Frank. I'm participants on your show. Hiya, Jeff. How's your holiday? I've seen you today in the swimming pool. You're mad, you are. The jungle man, I call you. Alan Wicker. The Scouse Alan Wicker. Brilliant. I love you, Jeff. You're a good man. Steve Mulholland, I knew we wouldn't get foregone conclusion. But I said, didn't I? Remember when I said, he's not going, Slot's going. He's fucking going, and they don't want to spend more money with the likes of him. But we've got an injury-prone player in Joe Gomez. What will we do if he gets injured for the centre-backs? Joe Gomez is a great versatile player, but as I said, he's injury-prone. I've always said Conor Bradley. Now, I like Conor Bradley. I think he's a cracking little right back. But he's injury-prone. And he's out for the season. And it looks like that he mightn't even make pre-season. That's how bad his injury is. So, we've got to bring someone in. And I mean now, if we want to finish in the top four, even with this fella in charge, we've got to change it around. I'd go for Bastoni myself. I'd go for him. I think he's a great player. I've watched him. Great player. And as you know, I follow the Azzurri, and he's brilliant for Italy. Albeit that Italy are terrible at the moment. At the moment they are. But he stands out all the time. Bastoni. This is the most depressing season I've had to endure, says Youssef. Since the 14-15 season, yeah. I totally agree with you. You know, see, we're not negative on here because we want the best for Liverpool. We really want the best. I've just mentioned Bastoni. Get him in. But I don't think they'll use like and Edwards. I think you should fuck off, to be honest. The invisible man, I've always called him, because you don't see him. He never gives any interviews or nothing. And he's a fucking Bournemouth fella. A Bournemouth fellow. Know what I mean? And as far as our backroom staffers, they're fucking hopeless. Along with Slot. Just hopeless. This is why we're in such a dilemma. And as I mentioned before about people saying we're in transition, there was no need for transition. We could have kept hold of Lucho. We could have kept hold of Darwin. Great presses, them. Great presses. But Slot wanted his own ideas. And them ideas is not press. Well, you know that now, don't you? It's not press whatsoever. And he's playing this Eredivisie football, which is crap anyway. I just don't understand. I really don't. And after the Forest game, I said after that Forest game, get shut of him. PSV game, get shut of him. Let's bring someone in. Let's bring an interim manager in until the end of the season. And people, again, fans are always criticising Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard knows the club inside out. And if Xabi Alonso does come, if he does say, yeah, I'm coming. Well, the likes of one of the lads on there who lives in Spain, he said that he's coming anyway. But it'll be the end of the season that he's coming. And I said there and then, with his backroom staff, bring Steven Gerrard in. Because he's like Xabi. He knows the team. Not this team. But as he said, Stephen, it's unacceptable, this. So you could imagine what he'd be saying. Bring him in as a backroom staff. A scouser who knows fucking things, not fucking Dutch fellas like these fellas who haven't a fucking clue. And they don't understand the city. They don't understand you. They don't understand me. They don't understand any of us, any Liverpool football fan. They don't give a fuck. Is Salah back for this one? Yeah, I think he'll be on the bench, actually. He won't play him. And as Dad says, he is Youssef. And Youssef, he'll probably be benched, Dad, and come on the last 10 minutes. And Gakpo plays because he's a teacher's pet. Dutch tribalism, says you. Takes one to know one, mate. Says Jeff. Good to see you, Jeff, honestly, mate. Goes all over the place, yeah. Goes to fucking jungles and everywhere. Christopher. Hi, Frank and everyone. Like and subscribe. Hiya, Christopher. And Daryl. Frankie. Hiya, Daryl. Enzo was still injured and hasn't had much of a game chat. No, and neither is Chiesa. And everyone has a go at Chiesa simply because he's been here for 2 seasons. How many fucking games has he had? And you're bound to become lethargic, aren't you? You know, you've got to get used to the rhythm and the pattern of the play. And when he comes on, you know, what's he fucking doing? And it's sad. It has. Big up Daryl. I'll be going for Schlottenbach. Yeah. The Borussia fella. Big soul, that's him, isn't he? Daryl. And yeah, any news on the Scottish pair? Fucking terrible. Being asked it every week. So let us know, Jazz, if you find out anything about the bear, please. And Lindsay, even if Frank, dreading watching the Chuckle Brothers game tomorrow, sack Edwards and take Baldy with. Oh no, you haven't heard. Shame that. Jazz, shame, mate. I just wish we could get to know what's happened to the bear. If you know what I mean. I know he was bad. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's terrible trying to just fucking thinking about it. Snapey says, personally, I think under slot top 4 unattainable. His negativity and slow pace of play is ineffectual against the low block. Not only torturous to watch, but it's financial suicide long term. That's a good point, that, because it is. If Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League for next season, that's a big thing, a big ask, that, for the owners, FSC, because that's all they rely on, is the financial side of it, the corporate side of it, the sponsor side of it, TV rights, the side of it. Everything is financial with them. And I know you might think that I'm mad or anything, but they don't give a fuck whether we win, as long as we're in there, as long as we're playing Champions League football. Champions League football. And being up there, you know, for the league, for the Prem. Because there's money in that, as you know. But if you don't qualify, that's the big thing. So it's all financial there, Snapey. I personally think Alonso or De Zerbi will come in. Slot use will go. Paul Mitchell will come in as, what's that? Oh, director of football is that. We won't get top 4 under Slot. Won't happen. The heart of our team is ripped away. Yeah. Actually, Kevin Keegan played for Liverpool and Southampton. Love you, Frank. All right, so actually, we're talking about the match tomorrow, mate. Okay. All right, mate. And Lee says, hello, Frank, how's you? Most boring season this, but Slot has made up with himself and his tactics. If we draw, yeah, he goes out for the draw. People can see that. Looks like we have to stick this out, Frank, until the summer, as Alonso will come then. I think he will use this time for a break before he gets back into management. I think that if that lad is right by saying that Xabi Alonso's coming to Liverpool, I think he'll try and sort out his backroom stuff. This will give him time to sort it out. I told you I'd seen him, didn't I? When he was playing for Bayern and they had that, mid-winter break. And I seen him at the ground. It was an evening match. I said, what are you doing? All right, Xabi, what are you doing here? He said, I've come to see the Reds. Supporter. He's a Red. And, people say, well, he turned us down the last time. Wouldn't you fucking turn us down if you couldn't bring anyone in? Or, the likes of Edwards and the Invisible Man will have to change their fucking tactics about bringing someone in. I'm talking about coaches or managers or whatever. They should have a free rein. Not to tell them, we're buying the players, you've got no say in it, you just coach. That's one of the reasons why fuck off. And Yusuf says, hearing rumours that Curtis Jones is heading to Spurs. Now, I like Curtis Jones. I like him. Yet you get people, Yusuf, who don't. I'm not saying Scousers. I think we should always have a Scouser in the side. We've always had Scousers in the side. And Curtis Jones is a good player. I hope it's wrong. I hope the rumours are wrong. But it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Yusuf. And Snapey says it's Slot's emotional detachment that's alienated him from quite some time. He just doesn't get it. The style of play just doesn't invigorate the fans and the support base more widely. It doesn't. And he's a nothing man. Stands there at the side of the pitch with his hands in his pockets. Just don't understand it. Don't understand him. Don't understand his tactics or anything. But as I said, there was no need, as some fans say, we're in transition. Give it a break. We fucking gelled. We gelled to win the league the season before last. When Klopp left it, this is it. This is your team. And I fucking broke it up after one season of winning the league. Can you fucking understand that? I can't. I can't understand that. But you've got FSG, we're a Celta bike club. And our director of football, he was saying, these are the players we need. So we have to fucking sell. So we sold who? Who did we sell? Lucho. Darwin. They were the most money. Then you had the French players. And we got quite a good sum for them, by the way. No, we haven't. Has anybody seen Red Bit? No. That's another one. We have been asking as well, Daz. Just haven't seen him or the bear. The Vader. Are you frank and chat? Am I the only one who doesn't look forward to games anymore? Slot's killing us. They've been saying it. On here now. It's killing the game. Snapey. Youssef. Youssef said was so bad. I just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I really don't. And Lee says, I think if Rio had as much play time as Gapco, he would have put his stats to shame. Really hope the new manager will see this. Slot's only playing him because it's his own Netherlands origins player. Yeah. And we're playing like the Eredivisie. I've said that for ages. That's the way they don't fucking light up the world, do they? Eredivisie. They don't light up the world. The time of Neeskens and Johan Cruyff are fucking longer. When they did, the likes of Ajax, they're gone. They're not even, the Eredivisie is not one of the top leagues in fucking Europe. Darryl, I'll tell you now, also, so won't come in if we ain't Champions League and no money to spend, no chance. Do you mean players, coming in here? Big players, yeah, you're right. You might get players saying, well, I'm going. I tell you, I was not half surprised. Talking about Gapco there. Do you know, genuine this, that Szoboszlai is on half a less than he's on? Less than half of what Gapco's on. Work that one out. Barry. Hey, Barry, even a flanking chat. Talk about Alisson leaving. Really? First ever, to be honest. And the Vader, it's not good as it is, Youssef, mate. What we're saying is, how bad Liverpool are at the moment. And Youssef to the Vader. Would rather watch grass grow, to be honest. I think that's what we're playing, watching grass grow, pink, drying. Every other analogy that you could come out with. Frank says to us, if we had the money to buy a striker or defensive midfielder, who would you say? Well, we've got, how many strikers do we need? How many strikers? But I wouldn't buy anyone now. If Slot stay until the end of the season, I fucking wouldn't buy anyone. I'm being honest, because he'd have them playing. Look, these are great players. And he's got them fucking playing. Awful. And you're looking at them and going, well, overnight they become from great to bad. It just doesn't happen. So I wouldn't bring anyone in. I'm being honest. I mentioned Bastoni before as a big centre-back. That's what we need. But I wouldn't be bothered if we never got him, because he'd just fucking ruin him anyway. The way he plays. The team, the lads. I said ages ago, didn't I, when the camera went, when I was doing a watch along, the camera went on Virgil, and he looked bewildered. I know through my own profession, when looking at people, I know what bewilderment looks like on a face. He looked bewildered. Darryl. As for me, Elliot, Henderson and Alvarez. Anderson's good, yeah. No, not Elliot. I'm afraid he was great coming on, but we need a fucking player that can start. You know, the likes of that Anderson or Alvarez, and play right through the game rather than being an impact player coming off. If you're talking midfielders and centre backs or forwards, whatever. And Zarrell. Tomorrow, Alisson, Szoboszlai, Gomez, Virgil, Kirkers, Jones, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gapco, Frimpong, Wirtz. There you go. That's Darrell's. Good shout that, actually. Buonasera, Franco and all says Bella. Hiya, Bella. Buonasera. Even a snake. And Steve says the ground staff mowing the grass after the game have more going than or the fellas cleaning the stands, you know, going around with the brush. They've got more go as well. I like Curtis Jones, says Bella. I think he's a very good player. I have to worry about. Yeah, we like him ourselves, Bella. And as one of the lads said, there's rumours that he's off to Spurs. And Barry, what's up with Canate? Having a clue. Because as we say, you know, if he's if Gomez gets injured, we are fucked if we don't buy. He's effectively comatose the whole squad. Slaughterhouse, that is. We have been comatose, haven't we? And Stephen says, no wins from the 3 promoted sides this season is not acceptable. How many wins? Is it 5 wins and 17? That's unacceptable. And yet, the likes of Hodgson has a better ratio than him, and he got sacked. And someone said, yeah, because the fans didn't like him. Well, the fucking fans love slot then, don't they? Family reasons can. Oh yeah, he's over in France, isn't he? He's actually in France. And Penno, Gapco and his incriminating photograph. Don't mention the donkey, okay? And Barry says, does he put Gomez at centre back and Subbo or Ram? No. I think I don't know what fucking Slot will do. You know, he could weaken midfield. We're putting the likes of either Jones or Szoboszlai at right back and putting Frimpong out on the wing. I just don't know. You don't know. You know, under Klopp, you could say like what your team could be because you knew how he played. If you know what I mean. And the players you could rely on. But this fella, he brings them in, you're having a clue where he's going to play. You've only got to look at Vert. Vert has played everywhere. Left, right, centre. Left, right, centre. Know what I mean? So you just don't know. Szoboszlai at right back, Jones at right back. And the Polo says, Slot cannot coach, let's be honest. Yeah. Gapco and his incriminating photos. Yeah. Trump's on Sky, babbling. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd rather watch Liverpool. Trump. What a fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. That fucking arsehole him. He just wants to make the whole world stars and stripes. That's what he wants to make. Think about it. Berrio wished he stays at Chelsea, says the Penal. I don't know, you know. Well, say he's a kid, and you know he got his chance, and then he brings him on for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and the kid, unfortunately, albeit he tries, there's no end product from him. You think I'm being harsh, well, but he's getting no game time, as people say. And that's the problem. No game time for the lad. Darryl, no Frank, no Harvey Elliott. I'm on about Elliot Anderson. Oh, right, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Apologise there. When you just said Elliot, Anderson and Alvarez, you know, you meant the three together there. Not Elliot Anderson. Cheers, mate. What about that Wharton fella? He's good. The Snape. I wouldn't give Slot a copper coin to spend. Surely he'll be gone at season's end, if not sooner. Yes, that's what I've said, to be honest, because no matter if we did, you know, people would be saying, well, what the fucking hell have we bought him for? Remember when Vert first came in? And he was saying, what the fuck have we bought him for? Isak, what the fuck have we bought him for? Even Kirkes, what the fuck have we bought him for? You see? So, even if Gahey would have come, you'd say, what the fuck have we bought him for? All kidsology. It's all kidsology. Or is it the other way about? Yeah, we know he's out, Darryl. Penal. At least one thing I'd rather watch. Slot's footy more than Love It. Bad to worse, Love Island. I said Canate has family issues. You did, Barry. Comatose all the fans. That's what the Snape said. Thanks, Vader, just got it. Do you want him? Hey, do you really want him? And isn't he injury prone? He don't fucking need injury prone players. See, these are rumours. Just fucking rumours. That's a scare. But I say to Franco and Chetters, I hope they don't sell Curtis. At least he tried. You're right. Can't Virgil understands why the fans booed? They are paying good money to watch rubbish. He knows the fucking score. Polo, LFC need to get better to get rid of this slot regime. I'm glad you said the regime and not just slot, because his backroom staff are useless. I remember ages ago about that Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst. Sack him and leave his laptop. He'd rather have the laptop than Van Bronckhorst. That's ages ago. Franco, we have all the best players, and when watching them, it feels like they have been told not to try and get the ball into the net, says Bella. Thing is, Bella, it's the slow football. It's all at the back. It's shocking. And then when we try to move forwards, they can catch us on a counter-attack. That Burnley game was shocking. I did the watch-along. It was absolutely horrendous. Burnley, come on. 1-1. And I said before the game, we need to win this. I should. Just on a happy note, Frank, mate, I'm on the picture behind you. The way times are. Are you? Are you? It's not you, is it? Funny enough, I think I was there as well, because we all just crammed into the cop, didn't we? Didn't we, Tut? Those were the days, mate? I think that's the greatest banner ever. That's the greatest banner ever. Shankly lives forever. Because he lives within inside us, doesn't he? He lives within inside us. The Shanks. Good to see you there, Tud, like. Tud only lives just down there, a few hundred yards from me. And I never see him. Not that I can't walk, can I? So I can't see him. Mind you, he's always away in some caravan somewhere. Isn't Ramsey not in the squad? I don't know. I don't know, Penno. I haven't a clue. And Lee Brady, why would anyone want to come to us at the moment in this window or the summer? Our style isn't attractive at all, so it won't attract any decent players who are not allowed to try to beat their man in case they lose the ball. So we pass it back instead. You've hit the nail on the head there. You've hit the nail on the head. Who was it I seen? It was Szoboszlai, and he was going down the right. I don't know what game it was. He was going down the right, and I was doing the watch-along. And he was looking around as he was going down the right, and some fucking fella behind him, kicking his little ankles. And he had to turn around, and he went backwards and passed it back. He passed it back to Kanata. And that's the fucking style. You've hit the nail there, Lee. That's the style we're playing. It's shocking. Penno, Trump, that horrible orange fat novelist runt. He's a dangerous man. He's a very, very dangerous man. Let me tell you. And Bella says, Toscana, totally agree with you. Yes, we all agree with each other sometimes. And Penno, if I got asked to watch Love Island every episode so Slock can get sacked, I'd put up with it. Oh, my. And Zara says, I prefer Frank Carlyle. It's to back, to be honest. Me with me bad leg. You're struggling, Frank, but not injury prone. Thanks, Saddle. I know it's supposed to be slot system, but surely the players can't. Barry, did you know? They fucking do know, mate. Did you know? It'll all come out when he's gone. It'll all come out in books and everything. They can't wait to, especially Virgil, you know, and Mo. It'll all come out in their biographies. And Barry says, take it on themselves to move the ball quicker. Yeah. But as I said, you know, I just mentioned there before, when Szoboszlai was going up, and even the other day, against Burnley, he was looking at him, fucking, you seen him doing it? Come on, mate, fucking get forward. But they've got fucking orders coming from the sideline with the hands in the pockets slot. Don't know anymore. I really don't. It's sickening. You can't have 30 shots at Burnley, Frank, and only score one goal, 11 on target. That goalie made a few good saves, though, give it that. But you're right, you know, there's no excuses, is there? There's no excuses. And you get people, I've been looking at, you know, some comment, not on here, some comments, and they're saying if that pen would have gone in, it would have been a different game. I go, fuck off. I'm not having that. They're just excuses. It would have been a different game. They went fucking 1-0 up, and you know, was that any fucking different? No. See what I mean? You see their fucking mindsets making excuses. Oh, it would have been a different game if that penalty would have gone in. It was fucking 0-0 at the time. Then we took the lead. The fucking game never fucking changed if that penalty would have gone in or not. Because we would have been winning 1-0. And what would they have done? I just can't fucking make them out. They're just excuse after excuse. For Ernie. Barry says, Frank's a centre forward, Sal. Scored a great header once. One of the best headers ever. Sent goalie the wrong way with a header. And Christopher, I don't think Curtis is going anywhere, and I don't think we will sign anyone either. Yeah. It's been said, Chris. It's been said, mate. I don't want him to sign anyone, to be honest. And Toscana, backwards, sideways, and by the time we get into the opponent's box, the opposition are back into shape. And our players are taking the pot shots. Slot is banking on a moments of magic by an individual player. Yeah. Yeah. It's like when we played Newcastle and young Rio came on and he scored that last winner. Now, that was a piece of magic, the way he scored it. Brilliant. And he's dependent on that every time he brings Rio. But it's not working. And people saying about, these games that we've undefeated in. They think that's great. It's not great. As one lad pointed out, not tonight, and he said, the games that we won at the beginning of the season, and we were lucky, last minute things. And he said, we would have been 12th now. Think about that. Someone needs to tell Slot and his backroom staff that it's his team game and it's supposed to be entertaining. I think they've already, it's a system and they've already moulded into it. And, he takes no notice anyway. He's got the skin of a rhino. Takes no notice. What you say, what I say, what anyone says. Because he's just playing everything out. He's going to go away with a massive wage packet. Settlement. About 10 million or something like that. Excuse me. Paulie. Hi everyone. Up to that, man. Hiya, Paulie. Good that you joined us. And he says, I know we're there, Celta Bike Club, but it's frustrating that we have to change, so much from a title winning. That's what I said at the beginning, Lee. With people saying, I've been, I've only a couple of pods, but we're in transition. What do you expect slotted? That fucking kills me. We should never have been in transition. We had a team that was gelling under Klopp, and he left us after it gelled. And we won the league. And, people keep saying about Slot winning the league. I still say, and I'm adamant about it, he never won us the league. It was Mo Salah that won us the fucking league. If Mo Salah, say, would have been injured and out for a season like Virgil was that time, like young Bradley is that this time. Think about it. If he'd have been like that, we wouldn't have won the league. No fucking chance. And there's people fucking moaning about him now. Short fucking memories with Mo Salah. And don't forget, he got told, you're going. You're going to go in January. That's what he was told. What do you expect him to do? It's fucking shocking how they... But anyway. No, we should never have been in transition. Should never have broke up the team after just winning the league. Just after winning it. Lee. Toscana. I've read so many excuses online, absolutely crazy. I've had to reply to them. I asked them, are they enjoying how we play? I never get an answer. Because they can't give you an answer. They can't just say, yeah, he's great. We're playing great. I don't bother with these people, to be honest. Just don't bother at all. Toscana. The IBR. Seen you the other night on a pod. Evening, Captain Don Franco, hope our leader as well. Our leader's fucked. And Paulie says, went to Burnley game with the missus. We should have taken the pillows and eye mask for a comfort nap. It was so boring to watch. Second half. Can you watch alongs with me? Fucking hell. Or like me. I don't know, you know. It's frustrating. And you get angry. And when you get angry, you know, and the frustration, and it meets, and you're incoherent, if you know what I mean. Nothing makes sense coming out the fucking mouth or the brain when you're like that. After watching things like that. Really. I'm just pissed off, to be honest. I really am. I'm pissed off with everything. I'm pissed off with Slot. I think I'm pissed off with Edwards as well, you know, by the way. And Hughes. And Hughes. The IBR says, I can see Chiesa getting sold, sadly, but if we buy a replacement, we should get Mane from Wolves. He looks good, that kid. As he looks a real talent, yes. And what a name he's got, Mane. Paulie says, does anyone think we'd be better if Isak hadn't been injured? I'm not sure. That's a conundrum, that. We just don't know. Feel sorry for the lad. Before we signed him, and when we were, you know, like it first came out that we were interested in him, Francie, my daughter, said, he's injury prone, you know, Dad. He's injury prone. She was proved right. We don't need injury-prone players. Do you ever remember Matip when he was there first? He was fucking always injured every weekend. Biscuit legs. And all of a sudden, I don't know where he got the strength in his legs from. But he was good there, old Joel. But that was a team. It was a team that gels well. And if we was about the money slot for the players to come in, which he never ever got, he would have won a lot more. You know that, and I know that. If he would have had the money, you know, does he ever have the money that he has in the summer? The Slootman has in the summer. Or Edwards had, to be honest. You know what I mean? As soon as Jürgen went, all the fucking money was there, wasn't it? Yes, Frank, we should have kept Diaz and Nunes, 100% obvious. Not classing the Jota situation. But There's the excuses as well. But we would have got rid of a few players that don't play much, like Elliott, Samikas, etc., and Kelleher. That's it. Added Ekatike, Wait, and Frimpong and Kerkers. I wouldn't have looked at Isak yet. See, everyone was saying, even Man United fans, Goldridge and that Alice girl. No, they're genuine, them. They're good. Because they just give, like, football. Not when they're watching the team, and shouting, like, we shout. They get beat. But, they have a football show. And they're dead fair. They're very well balanced. And even Goldridge and Alice were saying, with the players coming in, Liverpool's going to dominate for years. Look who they've got. Wirtz, look who they've got. Kerkers, look who they've got. Frimpong, look who. So the list just went on. And Isak. This is what they were like. They were pairing. Like the cat. And the system didn't work for them. And it still doesn't fucking work. And that's why, remember in the, a couple of months ago, they were saying we're buying, and I said at the time, they're going to buy in the winter, in the January, because we were going after players. And I think I said they fucked it up, so they've got to bring it. But now why they're not bringing them in is that Slaughter fucking ruined them like he's ruined these fucking players. You get, what's his name? Wirtz. Wirtz is a very good player. Very good. But the point is with Wirtz is it spasms, through the game. Spasms. But if he was managed right, he'd be fucking outstanding throughout the game. If you know what I mean. You're like Suarez that time. Throughout the game for the 90 minutes, he was fucking unbelievable. I've seen players like that throughout the years. Unbelievable. The likes of Souness, Terry McDermott, Ray Kennedy. I'm talking about midfielders here. And they were all fucking unbelievable. Superb. Every game. Phil Neal, Barney Rubble, great, right throughout the game, 90 minutes. Ian Rush, Kenny, throughout the game, 90 minutes. And that's what Wirtz would be like. Kerkers was getting so much stick. Kerkers is a good player because you've seen him last season. I've seen him against us. He was fucking superb, that lad. I said, get him. Yeah, made up. We got him. Then everyone was picking on. Now, he's actually... See, you can see the likes of Gakpo. You go, what's he getting fucking picked for? Why is he getting picked? Because he's awful. There's no fun. Even Macca. Macca's a great player. But what's happened to him? What's happened? No, not on the slot, Paul. I thought that just said, not on the slot. Get on the slot. Fella. Excuse me. And the IBR says I can't see Slot stay until the summer. So watching paint dry going to be weekly routine till then. I just wish he'd fucking go now, honestly. I really would. I'm just getting fed up with it. I really am getting fed up with it. You know, I wake up and go, I really thought that he'd have been sacked at the weekend after the Burnley game. Woke up Sunday morning, put the social media on, waiting, the headlines, TalkSport or Sky News, No, still there. It's the way it is. The way it is, boys and girls. And Lee says, I always watch them too, Frank. I do like Alice views, how we played after each game. That's what I mean. She's dead genuine. She's dead genuine. So's Goldridge. Because the football fans, albeit that they support Man United, but I don't see anyone else. And it's just those two. And they're good. They give you a fair, balanced view. So I don't mind them. And Paulie says, Mark Goldridge is fair in his views. He doesn't wear his Man United tinted glasses. No, he doesn't. This is because he's looking at different teams in a different football thing. He's just like us when we're supporting Liverpool. He criticises when he's, the Man United. When he's just talking about Man United. Criticises them. I remember him criticising Ollie at the wheel. He said, I wish the wheel had taken him away. Now, this is him. It's just like us now saying about this fella. And he wants the Glazers gone. And Curtis Jones says, Bella, it'll be sad if he leaves Liverpool, as we always need a lad from Liverpool. Yes, you're right, I always said that, Bella. We need a scouser, always had a scouser. And Harvey says, predictions for tomorrow. Harvey, I don't give predictions. And if it did, I'm being honest, if it did, it wouldn't be a prediction that you would want to hear. See what I mean? I hope you understand that. It's just one of those things. I've been watching Liverpool since Shankly era. And this is all right, Unser Rodgers, hate saying his name, but you don't know, Unser the Northern Irish fella, and Unser Rodgson, we were the same. We were exactly the same, wouldn't give any predictions. But you're getting the predictions now, Harvey. Let's see what the lads say. Hang on. The IBR says to Bella, I agree, Bella, letting Curtis leave is crazy. Because he's worth money. Think about it. He's worth money. And if they get the money between 50, 60 million off Spurs, That's what he's worth. He'll just go and buy Bastoni or someone. But a sell to buy club, he can't sell like that Naoni, can he? He can't sell Joe Gomez because we need Joe Gomez. What would happen if he sold Szoboszlai? He's our best midfielder. He has been since the start of the season. But I think he's fading. I remember saying as well, the way he's playing him every game and he's running up and down and playing him at right back and he has to move. I seen him crossing over the pitch. He chased everything, Szoboszlai. Everything. And I said his legs are going to fall off in the new year. And it seems like that now. I hope I'm wrong. I even find it difficult to watch LFC TV these days. Stay, same as me. I was listening to, they've got to say it because I know about LFC TV. I've had the experience of them. And you can't say fucking too much. Really, you can't express your feelings, your true feelings. So you go along with the narrative of everything's going to be all right. Arnie this and Arnie that. Arnie will get it right. You know, did you say, well, that we were terrible today or whatever, but, you know, everything will be all right. That's what the fucking saying. When everything's not all right, and it won't be all right until Arnie, as they say, is gone. And Barry says, sorry folks, but I see us losing 3-1. Okay, now. The Vesa, 3-0. Okay, now. And Bella says, don't be sorry, Barry, we're playing. The way we're playing, it wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. The IBR, I think we're due for another spanking like the City game. So for probably 3-0 to Marseille. And we always stay saying, I only do score prediction on Sky Super 6. Barry says, is that a 3-0 win or loss, King? Loss. That's a loss, that. Because he said 3-0 rather than 0-3, you know, for us because we're away. I would sell Enzo, Elliott and McAllister before Jones, says the IBR. We may be dependent on other scores to make a top 8 in the final round of games. Yeah, says Barry, yeah. Loss, unfortunately, Barry. Hope I'm wrong, though. And stick. Liverpool should let Gomez take a penalty. How can you go this long? How can you go this long without scoring? Years. Do you ever remember the header last season? Was it the header? Yeah, the header. Was it last season? Where he should have buried it. And it was like a little pass back. He was on his own in the area, and he was onside. Free header, and he went little weak header to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just went like that, caught it. No wonder he's never fucking scored. Old Joe. And Christopher, we can't buy any more non-homegrown players unless we sell first Premiership rules. But the thing is Jones is a Scouser. He's a homegrown player, Christopher. And there's rumours that we're going to sell him. That's why not going back in for Gay was idiotic. Well, how much is idiotic is to get rid of Jones, Chris? See? And Chris is very optimistic. He said 3-0 to Liverpool. 3-0 to Liverpool. Now, Chris was at the game on Saturday. And he says it was awful. It was awful. And yet he gives it a 3-0 win for the Reds tomorrow. He's forgetting that Marseille are at home. And Marseille score goals. And we leak goals. You've got the likes of Burnley. And their goal. Good goal as well. But they broke our defence open. You want something, Christopher? Says Barry. It's the way it is, isn't it? You know. So Harvey, who came on there before, I don't know whether it was Harvey Elliott, you know, because it just not Harvey. What's your predictions? It's hard, isn't it, to give a prediction, really? You know, a true balanced prediction. Seen it going there. You want the same stuff as Zelensky, Christopher? We can't get rid of Jones because, says Christopher, he is homegrown. We don't have enough homegrown players. We do, but he won't play them. Young Rio, he's homegrown. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they banked 5 in, didn't they? Barry. 1-5-2 away at the weekend. We've got Bournemouth at the weekends, haven't we? Down there on the south coast. That's going to be a fucking hard game, that. Not looking forward to that either. We have some tough games coming up. So Sloth might get us P45 a little sooner. I said that actually, you know, I said the next couple of games could see the end of them last week. with the likes of Marseille, if we get a drubbing, and Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are waiting for us. Bournemouth will be waiting for us. We've got a game tomorrow, and Bournemouth will just be sitting there saying, yeah, all right, Reds, come on. Okay, no. I'm just dreading it, to be honest. I'm just dreading it. So, who would you like to see? Would you like to see Ekatike? Would you like to see Mo Salah play? Because Mo Salah's been brilliant in the AFCON, And people say, he slows up. Not in the fucking AFCON, he hasn't. In the heat as well. Scored some good goals. Scored a cracker when he went right through the fucking middle, running with it. Just like he scored it. He was it Southampton that time? When he put us away. Yeah, it was Southampton. Was it Southampton? Yeah, Southampton. And you see Robertson goes to jump on him, after he scores. And he ducks and he ends up in Henderson's arms. And the two of them. It's the funniest thing I've ever saw in my life, that. If anyone remembers. Bournemouth, Frank, oh God, they are bottom 4. We might get a draw. See, Barry. See, these are fighting for to get out of that relegation. Do you know, what if we end up in the conference next season? That European conference thing? That Moyes will fancy going into that. It'd be a fucking joke, that, wouldn't it? Yeah, Christopher. I'm just being positive. I think Mo will get a hat-trick. I think that's overly optimistic there. Fucking hell. Tomorrow night. I don't think Moa slows up either. It's Slot's tactics that don't suit him, but they don't suit the rest of the players either. Exactly. I've said that, Soscana, before. See, the way we play, and we have been, even last season, got to be honest, they always look for excuses. Know what I mean? It's they always make excuses and scapegoats. It's been shocking for scapegoat. Canate, Mo Salah, Kirkaz, Robertson. No, Robertson hasn't, really. But those and Curtis Jones, they've been the 3 main players who have been scapegoat. Oh, and Gapco. Gapco, yet deservedly. But they always make, and Karate, but they've always made excuses and scapegoats. And that's because of the system. They forget about the fucking system that they're playing. Even Virgil's come under scrutiny, hasn't he? From fans. Bella, Franco, I even think every team is waiting for us at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Hiya, Frank and chat. Bit late tonight. No worries, Ashley, as long as you're with us. And Bella says, I love to see Mo play. I think he will get minutes though, Bella. I think definitely he'll get minutes. Ashley, press the like for us, will you? Thank you. Just have to fucking see how it goes. We've played horrid football for the last 12 months, says the IBR. And that's what people tend to forget, that, you know, we've just been playing terrible this season. Fucking stems from last season. I tell you, you know, I said that he should have been sacked after the Forest game or after the PSV game. And again, another fucking time he should have been sacked is when we lost 3 on the bounce, remember? And instead of getting up to the AXA during the international break, where did he fucking go? He went over to Dubai. He should have been sacked for that. He was treating Liverpool Football Club as a, you know, these fucking places that you go in and book a holiday. Travel agency. That's shocking, though. Coming from someone who, you know, was coaching Liverpool. And as someone said the other night, there has been better managers sacked this season than him. Better managers. So it's the way it is, isn't it? It's the way it is. We're just fucking, I don't know. I feel sorry for our fans, you know. I really do. I feel so sorry for our fans. I seen Jamie Phillips go, you know, he came up to, remember the Crystal Palace game? And it was lashing down, and he drove all the way from London, goes to that game, gets tanned, and he plays all the kids because he didn't give a fuck about the Carabao Cup. And people tend to forget about the Carabao Cup final last season when we were shocking against Newcastle. And they tend to forget that. I don't. So you're right there, IBR. We have played fucking terrible for the last 12 months. And it does go back to last year. I think when we won the league, he tried then to bring in a system, and it didn't fucking work. And we just kept playing it. And he said, and he even said, didn't he, about 6 weeks ago, he said that we're training this system on the training pitch at AXA. He said, and it will work. You haven't fucking won a game yet. Since he fucking said it. That League Cup final was such a flat performance, and Sloth had no plan B, no. And he still hasn't got a plan B. He's usually, the only plan B he has, if you've noticed, is where he was panicking against Burnley, you know, when they scored, and he was sending up Virgil to go centre forward. Remember that? But he's done that in a few games now. That's his panic, because he wants to win. And he's panicking, and he knows that his job's on the line. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Even during the watch-along, I seen Ali, and he was, I said, where the fuck's he? And the ball nearly went to one of their players. And he could have done as Xabi Alonso. You know, when Xabi scored a couple of goals from the area, because there was no one fucking back. It nearly went to his players. That's why I said, what the fuck is he doing there? He was like in the centre circle. Ali. That's how bad it's got. And Ashley says, I suppose there's one good thing Bournemouth don't have. Oh, yeah. Can't believe City got beat tonight 3-1 by Boba Fett. Who did they have out, though? Was he playing, that lad? I haven't a clue. See, I miss the matches. I love the Champions League, mate. Love it. But I like coming on to you and, you know, do the interaction. See what you think. How you're feeling. Getting it off your chest. So then I just watch the highlights, you know, on YouTube. And I've got a squeaky chair. And Barry says, just don't see Slot sacked before Easter. But at the end of the season, he will be gone, irrespective of the payoff they will have to pay. No, you're right there, Barry. You're right, mate. He's definitely on his way. We don't have a leader at the moment, Frank. Not even Virgil, no. As I said, look, someone said before, you know, the players must know. And I said, yeah, they do. The way they're playing. Of course they do. It's like anything else. You just go, what the fuck? I'm not saying he's lost the dressing room or anything. But they know about the system and they know that it's not working. That's the problem. They know it's not working. So what you do? You just look fucking bewildered. And Toscana, a great Bella, and one of them will give us a pasting, a right pasting. Yes. And Ashley says, yeah, I heard that City are sniffing around Alonso. I can't believe he would pick City. I don't believe that rumour. No, it could be a rumour. It could be right. Because I think Pep will be on his way. I think he's given us all. And this is why they're having bad results. If you know what I mean. Bad results. So I think he'll just say, oh, that's it, you're all gone. So, yeah. Yeah. He could well be after him. And don't forget the likes of Money Talks as well. See, we're very fucking slow. No one had heard of this Slot fella. No one. But I did find out that he was a mate, very good friends of, the Invisible Man, Richard Hughes. So you just connect the dots, don't you? Looking at the players, it seems like their heads are persistently low through lack of confidence. That's a good shout, though. It really is, because it is. It's all about confidence, isn't it? You know, you must have been through something yourself where your confidence is low and you go, fucking. Then you pick up. But it's a mental thing, isn't it, really? Now, I know that the Sloop Man is not, and I repeat, is not a motivator. He can't motivate fucking anything, Kev. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. He can't motivate. And you need a good motivator in any football team. Any football team. So what I might do, people, I might just finish, because I think people are watching the game. You know, the Inter game. And I'm sitting here fucking freezing as well. No heater in here. Fucking eating's terrible. And my little arm's killing me as well. In pain. Dreadful pain, I mean. With this arm. Terrified to fucking move it. Really. I would like to grip anything, say like a bottle like this, trying to undo it. It's fucking terrible. And it gets me arm. Not allowed to move it. But anyway. Franco, I never thought in a million years I would say this, but we never have a smile on our face anymore after watching a match, all listening to the results, but Shankly spirit will always remain. Yeah, that's why, you know, I love this banner. The banner's brilliant. And yeah. I don't watch that Anfield rap, but our Francis said they were giving you know, Slot some stick after the game on Saturday. Still never fucking watched them, like, if you know what I mean. Toscana. They must have known at Liverpool the style of play Slot would be implementing. Yet Slot's got no man management either. No, he hasn't at all. He hasn't at all. Shocking man management. Shocking. Before you go, Frank, have you seen the doctor yet? Hope it's good news. Yeah, went up last week, and last Friday, I think. And I've got this appointment with a spinal fella the week after next. Or is it next week? Well, it's 28th anyway. I've got to go and see him. I hope he puts me right. But I've got this daft pain in both arms. Both arms, you know, here. It goes up, yes, fucking hell, it's horrendous. Then down my forearm, and that's on both arms. Pain, horrible pain. So I hope everything, it all stems from my neck, by the way. It all stems from my neck. You know, when I move my neck and whatever. See, I'm all right sitting here now like this. It's just if you can call pain a gentle pain, but it calms down, but the pain's still there. And sometimes when I move, it becomes excruciating. As our Francine said, you've got used to the pain, Dad. I said, I haven't. The IBR. Take care, Frank. I'll catch you tomorrow night. On the watch along. On the watch along. Do you know what? I don't like taking? Painkillers. I just don't like taking them, you know. You don't call them painkillers anymore. You call them pain relief. Fucking hell. I don't have anything positive to say, Frank, and that's awful, says Barry. There's no positivity at all. And that's the sad thing, Barry. That's the sad thing. We've got no positiveness at all, and we've been like this for ages. And as you know, not just our lads on here and girls on the chat that I look at every year, bloody night, more or less. But everyone's saying it's the worst unbeaten run ever. The worst. Think about that. We were lucky to get draws. We were lucky, you know, we've only had 5 fucking wins in 17 games. 5. Do you think any top club with an unknown fucking prick from Holland? Look at the Dutch managers that have come here and didn't succeed. That Van Gaal, Koeman, shocking. They just couldn't hack it. And this fellow we're stuck with. We're just stuck. And I'm dreading tomorrow night's match. I really am. When some lads, Harvey, you know, asked for predictions. I haven't seen them since, but I couldn't give a prediction. I always gave predictions before this fella. Always. And more or less we were right. Sometimes that's all. Sometimes we got it wrong. Remember in Istanbul and at Anfield against Barca, Istanbul, 3-0 half time. And there was like no moaning. And it was great. And they were singing You'll Never Walk Alone. It was absolutely brilliant. This is at half time. And, you know, we knew, I said, if we score, you know, 1 or 2, it'll save the embarrassment. But, you know, at least we'll be showing some fight. Greatest comeback ever. The greatest comeback ever. Istanbul. Then against Barca, now I knew that we were the better side at the new camp, or Camp Nou, as they say now. I knew that we were the better side. You know, their scoreline flattered them. And I said at the game, their scoreline flattered them. We can beat these. But what I did say as well, but these are likely to score. And we're fucked, but let's put on a fucking good show to say, like, the best team's fucking gone out. But we won it. 4-0. 4-0. Do you think for one fucking minute that if Slot was in charge and, you know, this same Slot fella was in charge in Istanbul, 3-0 down, half time, do you think he would have come back? Do you think he would have come back against Barca at Anfield after being 3-0 down? That's what kind of a manager he is. Or coach, whatever you fucking want to call him. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. That bet from Anfield Rap reckons that Alonso's style of football is the same as Slot. Don't know what she's smoking. I'd say no fucking notice of them. I don't even know them, to be honest. I only know that fucking fella with the glasses on. Fucking dick. Ashley said, yeah, Ashley, yeah. I don't know. I don't watch them. Totally different. So what she's saying there is that Alonso was the same as Slot. I remember reading a comment yesterday or whatever, and it said about, well, you know, Alonso, all right, he won the German league, the Bundesliga, but Slot won the Prem, and he won the Eredivisie as well with Feyenoord. Well, you know, see what I mean? I don't know the magnetism of Slot as on these people who come out with all this crap. I don't know where the magnetism comes from. Maybe they're all baldy, I don't know. Don't pick on us baldies. I don't think I don't think Alonso will be boss next season, says Barry. Who would you like to see, Barry? See, people think that because Enrique is, I know he won't go to Madrid. I do know that because he's a Basque man. He's a Catalan man. He's a Catalan man. So he will never go to Madrid, Enrique. But I don't think he'd come here. I'm being honest. I really am being honest. I don't think he'd come here. So who would you like to see as manager if you don't think Alonso will come here? Buonanotte, Franco and Toscana, and all you Reds. Good night. Buonanotte, Bella. Grazie. Grazie. And the IBR. The sleep along with Tom Franco. I like that. Paulie, yes, good night, Frank. Go and get a hot drink and sit by the heating. Watch the match. Go on, what's that, M8? What's that? Look after yourself. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. Go on, mate. Yeah, see, where I sit on my chair, I've got a thing. I've got to keep warm, you see. That's the doctor's orders. I've got to keep warm. And I've got a throw, electrified it is. To warm me back. And I've got a throw for over my legs, electrified. So I have to keep warm. That's how I come in pain here. Got sloshed Saturday night, hoping it never happened, but when I woke up, I realised it's actually. It's like me, I wake up of a day, morning, and I can't wait to put that. I really thought that he was going to go after that game. Headlines, Sky News, or TalkSport. Slot's been sacked. Liverpool are parted ways with the manager or the coach. And the Vader, King Vader, Frank, we only won 5 of our last 15 games last season. This has gone on too long. The owners are negligent. That's a cracking comment, though. Five of the last 15 games last season. That's hard to take in, though. And it's carried on this season, hasn't it? And we've only won, 5 out of the last 17 this season? No? 5? Okay, now. That's shocking, that. Can't get me fucking head around that. Really can't. And Ali, our lad from Romania, evening Ali. See you on the next one, Frank, says Barry. Thank you, Barry. Yes. He's safety first and hope for the best. Some great comments tonight, boys and girls. I mean, I'm not just saying that, by the way. And that is spot on. He is safety first and hopes for the best. That's why he throws Virgil up. Hoping he'd get a fucking header in or something. And, as a centre forward. That's hoping for the best. That's why he brings young Leo on. See if he could do a little bit of magic like he did against Newcastle when he scored that super goal. And also why he brings Chiesa on to see if he can run through that defence and show a little bit of passion. It's not working for him. He's got a fucking cheek. And Ali says Spanish coaches have a different style. They like to create to make good plays, not only go forwards and push the defence like Slot do. Look, Arteta and Pep. There you go. That's a good shout as well. BLM, Black Lives Matter equals Border Lives Matter. That's why these people, we must, think Slot's the man. Must be fucking ballsy, including the women. BLM. All lives matter. Grazie, Franco and chat. Thank you for tonight, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you, Toscana. Thank you. Grazie. Domani sera. And Inter is playing now versus Arsenal 2-1 at the break, says Ali. That's why you came on late, isn't it? Watching the game. Frankie, next time make a live from the bed. I wish I could. And Ali carries on. Last season we were lucky. Everybody played bad in the PL. Yeah. You're right. Christopher, night Frank and everyone, up the title winning Reds. The Vader. Night Frank. Night Vader. And Ali says, yeah, I watched the game because my Romanian guy, Chivu, is managing Inter. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm cold, you know. My little legs are cold. Everything's cold. Thanks very much for keeping me company tonight. It's been great. Some great comments. It really has. Wonderful comments. Just straightforward. Straight from the heart as well. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. Minus Trump. And Ali, good night, y'all. Enjoy your time. Cheers, Ali. Enjoy the rest of the game with Arsenal. The ocean. But if we got them in the, like say we drew them, if we got through, and we drew the Arsenal. Anyway, it's good night from me. It's good night from everybody connected with this little channel. And Ashley says, good night, Frank, mate. Good night, Ashley. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And on that wonderful note, I'll say good night and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao. Ciao.